You know, so when I start my video, they laugh. You know, saying I'm a budgist. Hey, una legitimate president carry himself and entourage, carry themselves go Qatar. Oh, see as they treat them like unwanted things. God forbid. See Tinubu, Qatar first tell Tinubu say they no wan see am. They don't have time for rubbish. They have time for serious issues. Say may sit down for where they get things where they do. They don't already plan that this is no grill. He carry himself, he write one letter. According to some people, they say they beggy, they go. He now went. What do you see? All manner of. Honestly, it's just that something shouldn't be funny. I can't even believe it. Qatar is supposed to be like one state in Nigeria. Yet. Anyway, when you have somebody who is involved in drug dealing, masquerading as the president of a nation, what else do you expect? But anyway, let me just take you to the gist of the matter. So this person, what's he called? The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, they posted on his page, on his Twitter page, now called X page, right? And posted the fact that they were. I'm trying to now get this thing that they were in Qatar. They were in some museum, and the whole of them, you could see that it was just one Qatari person that was there with them. So probably maybe the manager of the museum or something. So this is supposed to be like a president state visit, and he went to anyway. Now money they use till they do excursion. According to somebody, he said this is just excursion that they went to do. So he was let me just go and get the Sanwo-Olu's part. They just take una do anyhow. Now wetin they take una do be that is just crazy. I've not been able to get that, but let me just get those reactions that I had because they were so funny. A lot of people had their different say, and they were just bringing out all these things. If you just So this one say, when someone says don't come, respect yourself and stay back. Was this picture taken in Nigeria or Qatar? Tinubu traveled all the way to Qatar to take picture with the delegate he traveled with, which is just it. Plus one, just one Qatari, maybe the museum manager or somebody. Then another Twitter Twitter handle, Tutsi22 Adetutu Balogun, said Qatar government no gree for him. So Saul took his gang to the museum to take picture. So another one said Qatar told them not to visit. They insisted and visit. Now they send them to their museum to exhibit them amongst other relics there. Oh my goodness, Nigerians can be so mean. You know, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the earlier tweet, he said together with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GC, and Chief Executive Officer of Qatar Museums, Mohammed Saad Al-Rumaihi, during the That's it. No any government official or somebody came to deem if they just went there. What kind of disgrace and embarrassment is that? Can't you stay in your own country and face your country that you have rigged your way to enter into the office of the president? Go and act like one, not like some houseboy looking for where they will give him validation. This one say a state visit and you lot were received by the CEO of a museum, yet the realization of how important you are is still lost on you. Zero self-awareness. Honestly, I totally agree with this person. Because it's actual zero self-awareness. Because if there was sense of awareness, Sanwo-Olu should not have been posted this. He should not have been posted this. We would have seen how wrong it was. A supposed president of a country visiting a place, and then you just went there to meet the museum head that was there. Can't you see how else do you want to be told that get out of this place, go to your country and go and stay there? How else do you want to be told that you're not wanted? Nobody wants, although they did say they didn't want them before Nigeria embassy wrote one long letter epistle to them and stuff like that. But it's just so I'm even embarrassed on their behalf since they don't know what embarrassment is. Say this other person says, how many Qatari officials are in this picture and what's the importance of a visit to the National Museum of Qatar? What's the importance of what use is this national visit to Qatar is? But at the end of the day, all of this just signifies how low everything is, how bad things have become, how Nigeria has sort of like fallen, and also the fact that honestly, I think a lot of people don't want to associate with Tinubu, with the kind of history behind him and stuff like that. World leaders really don't want to associate with him. There's something of off about him. That's just my perception from the way things have gone in terms of even when you see real world leaders together and then you see Tinubu, come in there. There is this sort of like go to just that corner. Yeah, you might have forced your way in here, but you don't belong here, kind of a thing. Even in terms of like visits and stuff like that, you're not seeing that enthusiasm that you would expect because this is Nigeria. I mean, Nigeria is not a small country. For us to be in this position, it's really very sad. But for me, I take solace in the fact that things can change for the betterment when we get our acts together, when we get our leadership together. I was just watching the news today, and then there was this conversation about Greece, and I just remember, wow, just a few years ago, Greece was battling with, a bankruptcy. They were even thinking about removing them from the, EU membership. They had failed on paying on their bills and stuff like that. A lot of things were expensive, inflation. I remember people like queuing at the banks, trying all sorts of things. The stories were bleak. But today, Europe is now like a darling story. You understand? It's doing so well. They've paid off their debt way before time. They've been able to get their acts together. All it takes is that leadership, being able to get someone with sincerity of purpose that is ready to work. You understand? Work for the people, and that's exactly what they're doing. It has really been so amazing, so great. So I was just watching that, like, wow. And it just sort of like gave me hope. There was just something about watching that whole story this because I totally because I know how the crisis in Greece was and how the people were going, just like what we're facing in Nigeria today. And it just sort of like tells me that when we get our leadership right, definitely every other thing will fall in place. Even we will be surprised at the kind of country that we have. We'll be amazed and looking at ourselves and thinking, wow, did this really happen? Because for me, I really believe that we can do so much in Nigeria. All we need to do is to begin to get our leadership sorted, our leadership problem, begin to fix it and ensure that we get the right people who really care about the nation, who care about their legacy, who are ready to do the right thing. Let them be the ones in office, not the ones who are just thinking about how they can come in and loot the nation dry and pocket the nation in their pockets. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.